Can we take a quick look at Google?
Let's see. Google had a nice boot right here. Yeah, Google with a nice reversal. All right, you already know if you can break through here where it's at now. Next move's going to be up to this 200, which is going to be sitting around 191.50. You see it?
Yes, yeah.
It's looking good though. So upside 191.50, just make sure you stay above 190. So 191.50 up, 190.50 down. Those are your two main areas, okay?
Can you describe ups and downs when you're saying mark those?
Yeah, if it breaks above 191.50, you're good to go long. If it goes below 190.50, you're good to go short, back down to VWAP. Otherwise, right now, we're just kind of in the chop in the middle.
Do you mark those on the trading platform in some way?
Yeah, I've already marked it. See my screen? Right here. Look at here, Damon. So right here. So if you want, you go green. This one, you go red. See this? Right there.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Now look at Google. Now you guys remember? Not till the break of 191.50. Look where it stopped. See it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why we don't diddle in the middle, right, gang? Find something after the channel, then you can attack it.
Oops. What is with me doing that lately? Welcome, everybody, to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm your host, Dawn, aka J&J Video Reacts, and this is a stream that has been created for you, traders, to come and hang out after the market and just basically decompress, let your hair down, and talk about the day's trades. Hopefully, you guys were green. I know I was. Shout out to Ralph. Ralph called me out on my junk today. Because I traded Apple. But, you know, hate if you will. I made $100. I'm not mad. Hey, it is what it is, right? He called me out because I said I was going to focus on trading oil, which I am. I am paper trading oil. I am doing what I said I was going to do. I said I was going to paper trade oil and stick to oil. But I also know that when oil gets choppy, I like to have a backup, right? So today, Apple was giving money away. Come on, I'm a trader. You don't sit there and let Apple go to the depths of hell without shorting it. You just don't do that, right? I'm not like you, Ralph. I can't look at something and not get in it. They have a word for that. It begins with a P, since you want to call people out, right? But anyway, that wasn't nice. But he wasn't nice to me this afternoon, so I owe him. Yeah, we bicker like that. I'm gonna hear it about this. But I mean, hey, you don't call people out for making money. I mean, that's just, instead of saying, hey, sis, good job, nice trade, you're gonna be mad because I jumped in something else. Hey, get over it. Anyway. Shout out to those of you in the Apple chat that made money on Apple and led by none other than the Apple Whisperer himself, David Yanez. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Other than that, I kind of was in the dark because I went back into my editing cave and I'm just working on getting my situation straight for the week, making sure that I have things loaded in to where I need to have them loaded into. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm so stoked about next Friday. Do you know what next Friday is? Next Friday is American Dream Trading's 3rd anniversary of being live. It's 4 years, right? Coach has been, owning American Dream Trading, but 3 years live, right? So we are, coming up with all kinds of ways to celebrate, but make sure you're here. It's going to be a stone gas, honey. Don Cornelius used to say on Soul Train. But yeah, it's going to be fun. He's going to do the Wheel of Cash. He's going to do prizes and giveaways and all those things. And we're, behind the scenes trying to create some mementos. So if you have any testimonials that you haven't already thrown in the 3-year anniversary channel, which is on our free Discord. If you're not a member, you can join our free Discord, right? You can check up on what's going on in the 3-year anniversary. All the updates will be in there. Put any testimonials you want in there. The media team will grab them. We will use them in our videos. If you'd like to send them directly to us, it is media@americandreamtrading.com. So go ahead, get those testimonials over to us. Let us know how American Dream Trading has changed your life in the past 3 years. Speaking of which, don't forget, if you get a year worth of VIP, you get a 6 months worth of gold for free. Everybody, I don't know what else you would want to get. That includes all of our services, right? So make sure you're jumping on top of that. And I am going to, James is backstage. I'm going to go ahead and let him in here. We are trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers. Mr. James, what's going on, brother?
Miss Dawn?
How art thou?
It's good.
Awesome. We're trying to get Coach to 20K, James. Right now, we're sitting at 15,732. Only 42.68 to go. That's a small thing to a giant. We can make it happen. We got from 10 to 15, didn't we? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Do it again. We can do it again. Did you paper trade today?
I did. little over 300.
Nice, man. What'd you trade?
TSLL, Apple, and Spy.
Okay. Oh,
I
you
caught
got a
that.
piece of Apple too?
Yeah. Well, and I caught that when Coach was talking about Spy, and it should be, and I got in it, and that massive gamma candle that just popped out of nowhere. Yep,
Yeah.
I was in it.
It was lovely. Look, Coach is always saying, listen, when I'm calling something out, if you happen to be in the room and you're listening, you don't need to be running here, there, and everywhere. You need to be taking a serious look at what I'm talking about. So we all
Yeah.
made some Apple money. So
Yeah, that's the only thing that became a concern today. Something that I was thinking about is the conundrum of the fills on paper. Because I've been playing options since I'm paper trading. I've been playing options again, which is a good time to learn, focus,
and a good way to learn on paper.
Yeah. But I'm concerned about those feels. You know what I mean?
I'm going back and forth about it because this is the first time I've been paper trading, and here's what happened with me. I was getting crappy fills because I was doing limit orders. It would not fill me, and it wouldn't let me out of trades. I switched over to Turbo Trader. I get in and out like that now.
Right.
So, but I don't the actual fill price. I go market, so whatever I get, I get. But what are you talking about specifically? The price you get it at?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
generally you get a better feel on paper.
Yeah.
Even if it takes a second or takes a little bit longer to fill, you still get a better fill price on paper, in and out, than you actually do on options. So it kind of gives you a false sense of profit or doing well.
Well, yeah, we've been hearing that for the past couple years, right?
Yeah.
But as long as the cool thing is we didn't start out doing that, so we know better. It's like you said the other day, it's strictly I'm using it for mental mechanics.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know how to get in and out of a trade. I don't need it for mechanics for that. Not on any of them, futures, none of that, because I know how to get in and out of. But I'm using it for mental mechanics, watching the charts, waiting for setups before I get in. I'm using it for mental stuff. So the actual fills and things don't bother me. I don't care really when what price they give me. I'm looking at my entry points. That's what I'm into it for. Yeah, because I need
more the why and the when.
Yeah. Yep. I don't even care what price I get it at. As long as I'm entering it and taking some profit out of it, as long as I'm green, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm just having to practice waiting for the proper setup and recognizing it when I see it and taking advantage of it and getting out when I see it, going against me or shedding. You know what I mean? Either getting out or shedding. I was proud of myself today. I had 2 Apple contracts. Instead of getting one of the ones for 100, I got 2 of the $49, which was 2 out of the money. So I didn't go deep. I didn't go with the $10 like I used to, because God knows it would have picked me up today though. It would have gotten to me the way Apple was dropping.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah. Yeah. By the time those contracts would have been touched, I was already up to like $80 and I would have just been getting started collecting $10 and probably would have made it with 20 or 30 before it started pulling back when it did. So I'm glad I went with the better delta. I don't like going way out like that anymore. That's just spinning your wheels. But yeah,
well, I've been doing more in the money too.
Dude, when you can do in the money, it's way better. I was doing that stint with Meta. I was going in the money or 1 out, but I was going 1 in the money, and that was like $900. But at the blink of an eye, you're up $200.
Yeah.
So
less contracts, just more in the money.
Right. Yeah, I was doing it with one contract, but you know, you can get $1,000 out of that one contract with Meta. If you start in the money, and it's running, in one direction. When it's choppy, it eats you up. But options, you make a lot more money faster. But I like the flexibility of futures. Being able to get back in it. So. Yep. But tonight is Watch Party Wednesday. So we're gonna watch a couple videos tonight. Hopefully, you guys down in the chat. I really enjoyed last night. Did you see the video I made for Dave?
I did. I like that.
Oh man. Yeah, I knew he thought it wasn't coming. But yeah, now I'm working on some other projects. So I was sitting there eating dinner last night and I'm like, oh shit, Dave's video. So I said, let me go ahead and throw him something together real quick. And all I started seeing was Jeopardy signs. I'm like, let's go with the Jeopardy since that's what we were playing. The first place I went to was his TikTok, so I could grab his face.
Right. Well, he's been posting several of those in the stock lounge too.
What, his videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his videos. What's up, Bucko? American Dream Trading right now is running on Diesel. Dan, what's up, Diesel? What's up, JP? I see you down there, bud. Pebbles is down there. Hello. Rob Inso Flow. J Dog. It's just something about that. Darn. Cricket. Michael, what's going on? How are you? And I think I covered everybody. We got all dudes in here today. No women, huh? No Maria, no Miranda. What's going on? I got all the dudes over here with me tonight. Isn't that funny? You notice that?
They'll be here.
All right. Gang, don't forget to smash the like button. We got 20 people in here and 9 likes. Let's go ahead and try to even out the score on that. So what do we want to look at tonight, James?
Videos.
I know. You got any thoughts or any ideas? I'm gonna go over to the playlist.
I know you over there calling Ralph paranoid.
Yeah, okay, that's nice for you to put it. You know what I was calling him. I hope he heard me too.
Oh, Christina's here.
What up, girl? Hey, girl. Hey.
Man, don't let anybody in here.
Christina, did you hear him? That wasn't right. Oh.
I got one on the pre-market before the bell with Coach.
Uh-huh. You want to play it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm looking at long and short training. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Now, as you all know, do not trade the bias, trade the trades. Just because it's green doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. And everybody remember, typically, if the market runs up in the pre-market, what's it typically do at the open?
Pull back.
That's right. And why is that?
People taking money.
That's
Getting their money.
Yes, people collecting their money from the previous day, right? So if you see it run up like it's doing right here, typically we'll watch for a pullback. Now, the thing with the pullbacks, though, right? We don't know how much it pulls back. We don't know when it's going to find support. This is why, though, these major areas that we have charted out, right? These are going to help us to see when we are going to start to find support. You can see there's a lot of traffic right here, right? So to me, this should be a major level of support right there, right there, right there, right there, a little bit of there, right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there, right? We'll see. We don't know. This is why you never know. You can see right here why this is bouncing off this major area. Keep an eye on these today. Don't worry. We will walk you through these trades. Again, not to mirror or mimic ever, but so that you understand what we do, why we do, when we do, the things that we do to you. Oh, it's going to be a fun one today.
Coach, old hot stock GPUS. It's still going up pretty good.
Thank you. GPUS. We've been tracking that for a couple days now, haven't we, partner?
Yes, we did. We made money on it.
Yes, good, good. So GPUS. Same thing. Just make sure you guys are charting it out. You can see how long it takes for me to chart it out. Should take you less than 5-10 seconds. Chart the entire thing out. Done. You're ready to rock and roll, right? Make sure when you guys are charting this out, I love to use like green and red, knowing when I want to go long or when I want to short. The reason I do that is that way when I quickly come back to a chart, I will already know what I was putting in there, right? Like right here, if this goes above, if this goes below. This way I'm already set up for success, right? If you guys want to take it one step farther, as I've talked about before, you can simply go in here, go to drawings, make sure you put in the text. You can say previous day high. That way I know what it's doing. You can see that I had it over here before, right? There's pre-market high. We'll just grab that. Give me that. See that right there? So nice. Make sure you guys are all charting this out. It will help you throughout the day, right? Now, if you guys start to find yourselves that you've got just lines everywhere and it's just a mess, get rid of all that trash. I start literally every single day with a fresh chart. Now, sometimes I'll leave golds in there if I'm like, hey, this has been a big level. To be able to do that, all you need to do is click on this lock button right here, okay? So if you don't want that to disappear and you don't want to accidentally move it around and you want it to stay, just go with the lock button and you can keep it on your screen. Now, remember at gold level, to me, it hits that key area a bunch of times, whether it's become support and or resistance. I will use that as a gold level, meaning this is a major level for me to keep an eye on, okay?
You're muted, Don.
Just saying that was an awesome video.
Yeah, I watched that one earlier. I liked it. That's why I picked it. I always like catching them little pre-market moments with Coach, right before the bell opens.
Yeah.
Murmur's here.
Murmur! All right, this one is VWAP trading strategy.
This is why I love VWAP so much, right? Touch, 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 touch. Tried to, kept going. You see this? Yeah, this is why VWAP is the most important indicator out of everything. This is why I laugh all the time and I tell you guys you could take away everything. You can get rid of the MAs. You can get rid of everything on my screen. Super Trend, I don't even use it. I don't care about any of that stuff. All I need is VWAP. That's it. There is nothing better for trading at all. Now, when we put them all together, it all makes sense. But this is why I put so much weight on that. I wanted to show you guys this too this morning. So I saw this POL pop, right? This thing ran up. And again, VWAP came up, broke, VWAP, and now it's riding. This is what I wanted to show you guys. This is so critical all the time. This is going to save your asses constantly. Double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms. You hear me talk about them all day, every day, and how to trade off them. The other big major thing to this is not only are we trading right when it touches these areas so we can ride them down, but what a lot of times will happen is you don't realize it because you guys will get FOMO, fear of missing out, is if you don't see where this was, and this was driving to the top, and you just blindly bought in, then it knife drops, right? Now, this one's easy because you can see it all on the same screen. The problem we run into is if this was previous day or previous day high or pre-market high, and you didn't realize you were on a double top, and you're sitting here buying up here, and maybe over here, right, is where it touched and came down, and you weren't looking over here. All you saw is, yeah, this is flying up. This is awesome. And you get in a knife drop and go, every time I get in, it goes against me. It's because you're just not paying attention. That's all that really is. Right here. Look how close this is. This is a double top. Can everybody see this? So let's say you weren't looking at this area and you were buying in and you're like, oh, this is good. It popped above VWAP. It touched. I'm going to get into this thing. You get in it late and you get in somewhere in here and then you're like, oh, man. That's because all you needed to do was back out to right there. Right there. It's going to tell you where we're going to start to run into a problem, right?
Yep.
So this is why I tell you guys, yep, all the time to be watching for these levels. And then it'll come up later and it'll touch it again. And it'll come up later. It'll touch it again. And then it might consolidate or pop through and then do one of these on a retest. And then we can hammer it to the upside. But until then, it's always, always, always puts on resistance. Here, 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 until it shows us otherwise, right?
I love that one.
A lot more of the shorts here lately.
What's that?
I've been watching a lot more of the shorts here lately.
I know, right?
I like them. They're sweet, simple, to the point, and you can go through about 25 of them in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because we are trading crypto in here. Last night, let me talk about this just so everybody's on the same page. Bitcoin took a dip. It lasted about 20 minutes, but crypto took a dip last night because we had signed an executive order that says the United States of America is not going to sell their crypto, their Bitcoin. That's it, right? There's a two-parter, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. So that just means the 180 or 200,000 of Bitcoin that we have, the executive order was don't sell it because that would be foolish. Part two of that was, are we going to use more money and buy some more right now? No, not right now. We're trying to wait for the smoke to clear and do the things that Doge and all the other stuff is doing before they will earmark more money to buy more. That's why the Bitcoin took the dip that it did last night. There. Now everybody's on the same page, right? So before you think the, Earth is falling, you're okay. There's literally nothing going on at all.
All right.
I want you guys to understand the difference between pullback and when you collect. Apple on its first pullback right there, almost a collection. If you guys look at it, right? I want you guys to understand the difference between pullback and when you collect. If you guys look at this, you see how all these candles are the same. Same, same, same. If it comes in here, that's collect. Why? That'll be breaking that little V, right? Makes sense? Make sure you guys are all charting this out. It will help you throughout the day. Now, if you guys start to find yourselves that you've got just lines everywhere and it's just a mess, get rid of all that trash. I start literally every single day with a fresh chart. Now, sometimes I'll leave golds in there if I'm like, hey, this has been a big level. To be able to do that, all you need to do is click on this lock button right here. Okay. So if you don't want that to disappear and you don't want to accidentally move it around and you want it to stay, just go with the lock button and you can keep it on your screen. Now, remember at gold level, to me, it hits that key area a bunch of times, whether it's become support and or resistance. I will use that as a gold level, meaning this is a major level for me to keep an eye on, okay? But so that you understand what we do, why we do, when we do, the things that we do. You can see there's a lot of traffic right here, right? So to me, this should be a major level of support right there, right there, right there, right there, a little bit of there, right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there, right? We'll see. We don't know. This is why you never know.
What's that?
You can see right here.
You want to hear something funny?
Why this is bouncing off this major area.
I actually got locked out of my X account this morning.
Did you really?
Yep.
Did they say why?
Well, because I've been doing a lot of the shorts, so there's a lot of them. They locked out my account, and I had to verify I was human due to unusual activity.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently, too many videos.
That's weird.
again and again. I don't know.
Dude, that is weird.
Moto.
Eric Smoto in the house. Let's go, baby.
Wait a minute. It's Wednesday. Shouldn't you be getting your haircut, Moto?
And we got a Tesla Moto now.
Keep an eye on these today. Don't worry. We will walk you through these trades. Again, not to mirror or mimic ever, but so that you understand what we do, why we do, when we do, the things that we do. This way, I'm already set up for success.
Did we just look at this one?
Same thing, just make sure you guys are charting it out. You can see how long it takes for me to chart it out. 5-10 seconds, chart the entire thing out, done. You're ready to rock and roll, right? I love to use like green and red, knowing when I want to go long or when I want to short. The reason I do that is that way when I quickly come back to a chart, I will already know what I was putting in there, right? Like right here, if this goes above, if this goes below, right? If you guys want to take it one step farther, as I've talked about before, you can simply go in here, go to drawings, make sure you put in the text. You can say previous day high. That way I know what it's doing. You can see that I had it over here before. And you guys know, as you're getting better at stock market trading, we know the psychology of traders and what they're looking for and why they're going to do what they're going to do. That's why we trade what we trade. So look at this. We've got consolidation off the 9 leading into major level right here. This is going to pop or drop big time right here. You guys see this spot? This is major level. What I would do if I were you guys is I would draw a trend line right now. It would look just like this. Make this one bigger. This is going to pop or drop big time right here, right now. So if you're unsure, you can straddle it out when in doubt. Otherwise, I will wait. But this is everything. We already had double bottom. This is a major level right here that it was following on resistance. You can see it broke through. This is now bullish to the upside. This move, staying above the 9, has to stay above the 9. And you already know if, when, and if it comes back to here and it flushes out, hammer these to the short side because it already tested here, here, and then wherever it would do it again. So if it breaks through, hammer it, right? Big moves. See if this respects this 9 and comes through, this is going to flush hard. Above this 9, bullish. Blow right here, 132 basically, bearish. Remember, do not buy puts on 132. You will get your face ripped off if it bounces again. Do not buy puts right here. Do you understand me? We buy them here. Makes sense? Because if you think about it, this whole area, this is a bounce zone, right? It could break through. Little wick, little wick, little wick, 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 and then phew. This is a nice spot to be in, though, for NVIDIA. Love this. It's nice, tight channel in here. Nowhere to go. The only thing left hanging on is this 9. Look at this. We are just like right in here. Yeah, let me check my 2-minute EWO on this. I just want to see. Oh, yeah, it's sitting on support. Remember, above the 9, bullish. Below 192, hammer time. But you got to wait. Don't do it here. Don't you dare buy those puts right here. You better wait. I would not touch that yet. Listen to the sound of my voice. So look at that. And there goes SPY, double top pullback. Textbook, double top pullback SPY. Tesla, I hope you guys all made some fat loots right there. We could see that closing in. It was pinching in right here. See this? This was respecting this trend line. Your 9 and 21 were right on top of each other. Watch for VWAP on Tesla last time it bounced. Do you see this? It did it here. It did it here. And now it's on VWAP. Do you guys all see this?
Yes, coach.
Yep. Man, that was a nice setup. This is what I'm saying, though. If you guys have been doing this for a long time, as soon as you see a chart, you will see what other people can't, right? You will start to see these things. Like I can see these patterns. I can see the way it's set up. I can see where it's going, right? Now, obviously, you can never tell 100% because, I mean, I could walk in here and buy 10,000 shares of Tesla right now and drive this up, right? Single-handedly. So we don't know when a Berkshire or somebody, right, jumps in and decides to like, whee! But we know overall, statistically, what this is trying to do, where it's coming from and why it's doing what it's doing.
Dude, that's a cheat code.
But don't you guys, you hear me every day when I start to say all the indicators get bunched up, right? You see how they're all getting bunched up? If they're all right here, it's beautiful because you already know if it stays below it, it's extremely bearish. And if it pops above it, it's extremely bullish. There's no other areas to stop this thing, right?
Dude, that's a cheat code.
It is. When all the indicators get bunched together. Because it allows, you already know, right? There's nothing else to stop it when it makes the move to the upside. Well, if they're all right there, the only thing left, right, in this case is the 200 and then the floor. Up here, the only thing left is high a day. There's nothing else to break through, right? Now, moving forward historically, we know when President Trump says the word tariff, the market freaks out, right? Because people are clueless on how real finances work. I get it. Nobody come for me, but... Proven fact. Proven fact. This is not fiction. But for those of you that, oh my gosh, what does that mean? That means it's going to be passed on to the consumer and all this other bullshit you hear CNN spouting out that actually none of that. It's kind of true, but it's not. It's short in the interim, but then it's always better in the long, but it's okay, right? Anyways. Yes, you kind of get to use historical information because you know if the word tariff comes out of his mouth, the market freaks out and will drop. But what you're more importantly worried about, right, what you're looking for, previous major gold levels where it touched a lot of times through history to give you very strong support and resistance. Make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
So if I did a 4-hour or a day, let me get rid of all these. I can't remember the last time I've ever looked at a volume bar. So when I tell you guys I'm looking at volume, notice I never looked at a volume bar. I didn't look at my chart. I'm watching this number. I can see it right here. This spot right here. So I take that. I take the size of positions that are coming in and out of here. I watch to see if my candles dance, and then the last thing I will do is look here at the volume bar. It's literally, I bet in a day, I bet I never look at the volume bar. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember the last time I've ever looked at a volume bar. Probably 25 years ago. I'm so used to seeing it here. Candle in L2. See where the volume picked up? And guess what happened? And we counted it, and you guys saw the volume pick up. What happened when the volume just picked up? Look at this green spike. See it? Oh my God. Now, what do I always say? News catalyst always overrides everything. Isn't that what I always preach in here?
I just saw on Truth Social it was a 25% tariff on Japan.
There it is.
Yeah, he just posted it. He just posted it about 4 minutes ago.
There it is. That's the move. Now imagine if you guys hammered that from 624 down to here. Woohoo.
That's account changing right there.
Oh, for sure.
5% in what, 10 seconds?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at
5%
this.
total account, 5 seconds. Yay.
Yes. Now listen.
Way to go.
One trade's down. I just need one more.
Now remember, 623 was support. Think about it. Could you imagine if I would have tried that again? Because we had this nice bloody candle. If I would have said, this is the one. Just like right now, this is where I buy puts. Can anybody see it? There it goes. Just made us $750.
I saw it, but I got to learn how to trust it.
Well, and that's the hardest part, right? That's the piece. That's the part of it.
I mean, that's the channel.
It is, and we've showed it, and I charted it, and we put it there, and we did the things. And remember, put your stops in those areas. That way it's a very minimal risk, maximum reward. That's all we're trading on. Minimal risk, maximum rewards. All right, we're all the way up here on this 200 now. Way up here in the clouds. Technically, it has a gap up to 624, if you guys can see that. That was the high of open. Looking at the high of open. Yep, so I'll be watching up here at 624. Anybody have a good idea what you think I might do at 624?
But
There you go. Can you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, 622.72, which is hit to the penny, wasn't pretty
I
slow
got
though.
it. I took it for another $750. Did you guys catch that?
Damn, that was quick.
Oh, the calls off that bounce were amazing.
Oh, yeah, just... Then it led right into an engulfing candle, meaning that body's candle closed higher than the previous setup. That's why I jumped in there, but I only had a small move up to the 9 because I'm scalping, and we want to watch the 9, right? Because if it's going to get pushed back, it's going to be right on this 9 level. If it breaks back through again at 623, you're going to get a nice move to the downside.
Okay, so question.
It's been doing it here every damn time. It's getting awful heavy in there. Just protected my trade in case it doesn't bounce. You guys see how I did that live? So if it doesn't bounce, and it does at this final time decide to bleed through, I'm covered.
MBIO hot stock pick moving up,
Thank
up
you.
370%.
Oh, wow. Thank you. It's just sitting
That's
here
funny. I actually
flat.
did a long video with a lot of this section in there.
Super heavy now, though. Respect the trade, though, right? It ain't your bias.
Yeah, I've run across that, the 2, 3, 4, the shorts, you know, that piece together, not necessarily in order,
Look at that bounce.
but then switch over and
There she
watch the
goes.
full video all at one time.
Did we nail that or what? Uh-oh, that better flatten it. Boom, just made $1,500. You guys see the trade? Oh, 1,900. Made $1,000. Right here, 622.50, waiting for the break below that. But again, though, you see how I got to trade it because my risk was going to be really small inside of that setup. Like, I knew what my risk would be, so I can allow it to move in that range, right? You guys, oh, this is getting ready to break.
I was about to say, Coach.
Yeah, I'm over here doing a sales spiel, and
Yep. And it's about to finally break this sucker. You did it again. You got it at the bottom.
I know it.
Yep.
That son of a.
He kept doing that day. I remember that.
Money, money, money.
He did it like 3 times, and finally he
Right
said,
on
"The
the
hell with that,"
2242
and he picked it up off the
Right
9
there.
and got it on the way down
It's gonna act up again. Watch.
instead of catching it at the
I'll
bottom.
take it for 1,000.
Woo. Getting that 10 G's back.
As heavy as it was, and against everything in your head, that's like, oh, this time it's gonna pull through. Boom,
That's
made
greed.
$1,500 on the trade. Make sense?
Yep.
Trade
Stay
the,
on it. That's what I gotta learn.
trade the trade, not your bias. In my head, I was like, this is the one. It's gonna pull. This is the one, and it bounced because that's what we were trained, right?
Caught
Yeah, I'm
40%
streaming internally here.
on the bounce. Coach caught 40%. Thank you.
Welcome, nice job. Yeah, if we can't trade the trades, what are we doing this for? Right? What is the training for? That
Put
was
a 1 in the
10K.
chat
Oh,
if
I'm
you
gonna set a hard
ever
stop.
did that. Like, caught something on the tail end thinking it was going to continue to go down, or caught something at the top thinking it was going to continue to go up. Let me see everybody put a 1 in the chat that's done that, because I know we've all done that. And he just did it like, I remember this day very well. He did it like 3 times and it wouldn't go down for him. And finally he said, the hell with it. I'm going to do the trade how I train it, which is pick it up off the 9 and catch it going down when it's at a resistance point, not at a support level. And he ended up getting paid. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we have to make sure that, you know, we're working on our mental mechanics, you know, not just because Coach is as technical, as savvy as they come, but the mental mechanics can get even the best of us. You know what I mean? And cause us to do things that we know we shouldn't be doing, like getting in at the bottom of a candle, right? So I love the fact that he is so transparent. He does this in front of us. It's relatable because we've all done it. But to see him go back and correct his behavior, that was what I took from it. And that was huge. It happened to him 3 times. And he said, okay, I'm being, you know, I'm doing it incorrectly here. Let me go ahead and wait for it to get up to the 9 and then catch it on the way down instead of at the bottom. And he made money. So, you know, it's important. You're going to make mistakes, but don't beat yourself up. Get up, dust yourself off, follow the rules.
Yeah. Well, you know, and you're talking about the mental in trading. That's actually something I was just sitting there thinking about that I've been doing with the paper trade.
Yeah.
You know, it gets mentally and consciously, you do things because you know there's no consequences.
Yeah.
When paper trading, right?
Yep.
So to go ahead and get that out of my system, I set up one F-it trade. Go bigger, or just jump in without, you know, charting it or anything like that. Just one of those that you know you're going to do because it doesn't matter.
Right.
So I just go ahead and do it, get it out of the way.
I remember Ange saying she did that.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But screen record too, and go back and look at the what and how.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because and this is how it's supposed to be. When I'm paper trading, I get pissed when I do the wrong thing just as if it were real money, because I'm like, this is a problem. This is what you're working on. This is why you're doing this. It's a good thing you're in paper trading. Why did you get in there? That's chop. And I'll sit back and look at it. I'll be like, why did I get in at that point? So yeah, I'm using it for that. So it's working out. I love it. It's really helping me mentally.
Yeah, well, that's mine today was that spy trade, that spy scout, and I went like 12 contracts on that one candle.
Really?
And I would not do that. I would not go that large. 2 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But that jumped me up. I was at like 120 for profit on my TSLL and my Apple small contracts.
Mm-hmm.
I did that 12 on that spy, and that one gamma candle that dropped. I mean, in and out, and it jumped me up over $315.
Wow. That's awesome.
But was sitting there listening to the coach and talking about how it was heavy and palm and that level, and it was just like okay, F it. Let's trust who I've paid, and look how it worked out.
Absolutely. That's why we're in here.
Stop. Just so I have something, so it'll take it out of my hands. Get it out of my hands. Let the stop.
Yeah.
Yep,
I love what he did there
work.
with the stop.
Because the other problem with that is by the time you mentally go, okay, I'm going to get out, it might go poof. Right? Before you click the button, cost you another 5, 10K. So the risk is a couple thousand more by doing it. Stop in place. It's so close to the stop.
Yeah, it's gonna hit it. Oh, there it is.
Sorry about that.
10K. That was a 10K L. Yep. It happens. Live to fight another day. Do the things, right? Coach tried to catch the tail and got bit.
Write it down. Coach is human.
That's part of the beauty of it, we get to see it because we all do this stuff. So we learn from watching him do that.
If you find yourself in a trade today and the words out of your mouth are, I hope, you're already in the wrong trade. Right? That means you probably don't have your stops in place. You don't have that risk management. I hope this comes back today. I hope it comes back to where I bought it. If you're hearing yourself saying these things, oh man, I wish it would at least just get back to what I paid for it and then I'll get out. If you're saying any of those things ever at any point, you already know you're in trouble. Am I right? How many people have been there? I'll start with the risk management. If you cannot tell me right now, according to your account size, what your total loss for the day could be, your maximum loss for the day could be, you cannot trade with real money. At all. If you cannot tell me today, right now, this second, if I opened your mic and said, hey, what's your maximum total loss dollar amount you can have today? If you cannot tell me, you are not ready to trade yet. What is a maximum loss total account per day that you can have?
1 to 3%.
So if you cannot tell me right now what that is, you cannot trade. If you enter a trade and you cannot adhere to 1 to 3% inside of the trade, you are not ready for real money.
That's it.
Think about it. If your total account loss size for the day is $500 and you get into a $2,000 trade, a 2-minute EWO with up to a 40% loss, right? Like, these are the things you must know. If you don't know, you don't get to trade.
I honestly
And if you
feel
don't
like
know, you sure the hell aren't ready to use real money. And that comes back to, listen, while you're in the room, if you are training, do not use real money at all. Paper trade, fake account, paper trade. Okay? Until you understand everything, until you get this, right? When you go from training mode to trading mode, don't do anything with real money at all. There's no magic bullet. If you can't trade $100 and turn it into 1,000, you sure the hell aren't going to turn 10,000 into 100,000. I made $500 on that. Oh, I got it at break even. Son of a, I thought that was the bleed.
Yeah, at least you didn't lose.
Oh, never mind. I made $500 on that.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
It looked like you might have made something.
Yep,
I mean,
which I didn't even think I did. Let me see.
Because that went past you a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's hard to tell by this, but yeah, it made $500. I can tell by the P&L off it.
Because you were above that line, and look where it bottomed out at.
Yep. Now the only reason,
you got it on the way up.
The only reason on that one, the reason I did that, is because I'm starting to fear support, and I thought, you know what? If I don't do it on this one, I might not get a chance again.
Right.
That was the only reason I did that, because typically I'd still be allowing this to work. But the more times it hits support, I tell you guys all the time, right? The buyers, buyers will get confidence in here. And all it takes is one big spike, and everybody jumps in and like, yeah, this is it. And then it'll run against you, and then you get that whole spike up, the whole thing. That's $2,000 I just made in under 2 seconds. Let's do this. All right, we're starting to get a pop here on ES. Why? Because didn't it pull at the market open? So there it goes, running to the upside. I'll take it. That's $2,000 I just made in under 2 seconds. Right up to the 200 and pulled back. Good job. Coach, how can you make $1,000 in less than 1 second? Now for that training video, does everybody see exactly what number did it hit? Training video, exactly what number did I say it was going to pull back on?
624.
And what did it hit?
624.03.
624.03.
And didn't it pull back?
Huh. Yeah, hard.
There you go. All the way back to the 200. Coach, how can you make $1,000 in less than 1 second? I've trained you how. Look at that pullback off of 624. Oh man, that was juicy. Did anybody hammer that triple top? The one where I said this would be a great spot to short it again. Anybody? Oh, glorious. Don't forget, we've got those Diamond Lifetime memberships right now. You can set up a payment plan with us. You can do 2 4K payments, unlimited access, all of our membership services. Get it today. That is a $20,000 membership with over $50,000 in membership services if you bought each of those products with a lifetime individually. We also have Diamond Monthly for the first time ever. $850 includes everything. Futures, crypto, stocks, options, mentorship, everything you could imagine. Think about it. Our VIP Gold is $600 a month. $250 more, you get access to everything we have. Was I saying that wrong and nobody corrected me?
Also a big pull.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry if I was saying
It
that
was
wrong.
momentarily showing a downside for like 30 seconds.
Oh, was it? Okay, so okay, thank you. I'm freaking out over here like, that don't look right. Thank you. Every male in my household is exactly 6 days apart. between my grandfather, my father, me, and my son, every single one of us we're exactly 6 days apart, and he's the only one that's not a Gemini. I combine this with my AR glasses. So literally I plug my AR glasses into the USB-C port, and now I've got, you know, a 200-inch screen, handheld,
Dude, can you imagine
playing freaking Call of
trading
Duty Warzone anywhere
on like an IMAX screen? That's crazy.
where you go with this.
Dude, so that's gotta be like you're in the game.
It is. It is. It's literally. Yep. Yeah, it's awesome. And yes, my N5, by the way, greatest phone planet Earth ever made. Don't care. Long hair, don't care. I've owned every phone that's ever come out ever in the last 30 plus years. This is the best phone that has ever come out ever. Don't give a shit. That's it. And that is how we made another $1 million in profits yesterday on the first trading day of 2025. Now, if you guys look at your 2-minute EWO indicators, it's still got a little bit of room, but you need to respect this this area here, right? It is getting awful close here on resistance on our 2-minute EWO indicators. Everybody be cool. Hopefully you guys, though, you got in when I said, which is way the hell down here because you're still up here in the profits. It's all about that key entry, right? Because that buys you time and room for it to make these moves. Now, on this trade, if you guys are still in the trade where we got in, which was down here, this is where we want to take some off. Why? Every time we come up to a major level, this is a major level of resistance, by the way. Every time we come up to a major level of resistance on the scalp, we want to go ahead and take some off the table. Why? Because we already anticipate that this could pull back. So if that is the case, we will take our profit from here to here, take some off. It could be that 50%, 75%, 80%, whatever you're comfortable with. That way, scalpers, master scalpers, because you better be great at this before you're even considering doing it. Once it breaks above this 59.3850 or on SPY, which would be around 587, then and only then, right, could you guys add back more into it. So then you guys are looking for a break and hold to add. Otherwise, we collect here. It pulled back. If you guys wanted to, you could have then bought on the bounce of the 9 or wait to see if it's going to come to the 21. Then you could have added, so on and so forth. And we'll do that all day, every day. And that is how we made another $1 million in profits yesterday on the first trading day of 2025. Oh, just crashing. That stop just saved my soul. Woo-wee.
Coach, can you take a look at Soxel for me?
Looks good. As long as you stay above that 21, which is where it's respecting.
Thank you.
Yep. Look at that pullback on SPY. Wow. Massive pullback.
All big 7 are pulling back.
Big old pullback. SPY now sitting at a huge level support right here in VWAP. If it can't hold right here, it's going to reject hardcore, right? SPY right here below it.
First big red candle on NVIDIA on the 5-minute.
Thank you.
Yeah, all big 7, they all pulling still, all of them.
Yep, SPY is way down below that VWAP. Did anybody get on that below VWAP?
Coach.
Good job.
Yeah, I caught it at the top, actually. It was going sideways too long. I figured it was going to drop.
Yes, nice job.
I did on Google, Coach.
Nice.
You got it on the way up and on the way down, Coach.
Yes, I love to hear it. Good job. Yeah, shorten the hell out of this on the way down below VWAP. Good job. See if it's got more to give. Boy, that thing hammered hardcore, didn't it? Setting up for my favorite trade in here. One of my favorite trades. My favorite trade's double top. But don't you guys, you hear me every day when I start to say all the indicators get bunched up, right? You see how they're all getting bunched up?
Yep.
I love that trade. Love that trade because if it runs to the upside, there's nothing to stop it besides that high a day. Otherwise, this is lights out. Right to the 200 and low a day. You know, think about it. Typically when it moves one way or the other, you got to watch all those different levels. Like here it hits, going to hit that, then this, and then it's got to break through that. If they're all right here, it's beautiful because you already know if it stays below it, it's extremely bearish. And if it pops above it, it's extremely bullish. There's no other areas to stop this thing, right?
Dude, that's a cheap.
It is. It's one of my favorites. Yes. I love this. When they all start to get tighter and tighter and tighter and all my indicators are bunched up. Oh, man. It's cool.
Check out NVIDIA. It's about to break resistance.
Thank you. Yes, NVIDIA, new high a day. Please tell me you guys are still in NVIDIA.
Absolutely, Coach.
Nice job.
Yes. Coach, I'm sorry. What was that cheat code? I apologize.
When all the indicators get bunched together, because it allows, you already know, right? There's nothing else to stop it. When it makes the move to the upside, you're always looking, is VWAP close? And then here comes the 9. Oh, where's it at the 21? Oh, here's the 200. Well, if they're all right there, the only thing left, right, in this case is the 200 and then the floor. Up here, the only thing left is high a day. You see it? There's nothing else to break through, right? Hold on. I got to draw this quick. I saw this wedge as soon as I come over and looked at this. You got to be really careful. You see this?
I'm out of it, Coach.
Yeah. Here's what we need to look for. You guys see this wedge? Look at this. This is a pop or drop now. Do you guys see it on Tesla? Now? And I mean right now. I can't stress this enough. Does everybody see this?
Yes.
Look at the way this is set up. I mean, this is right now. You've got 388.24. You've got this resistance level. You're going to get a pop to high or a drop to VWAP, and it's right here. Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute. 10 seconds comes the next candle in 1 second now. For those of you that are trying to figure out what to do with this, this is one of those straddle positions, right?
Seems like this level on SPY is everything here too.
It is.
Doing it again right around this 589.25.
It is. It is. It's still. This is still the double top area on SPY. Yep. Tesla here looks like it just wants to go to sleep. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Bye bye. That's nice.
That 9 and that 21's closing in on each other.
Yeah. Did you guys see though how I got that within 20 seconds of that trade, right? Because I could see the way it was closing down, and Dawn, I could see the 9 and 21 were together. I could see this perfect flag with this wedge right here. All of this was bullish, or I'm sorry, bearish, right?
I love the wedge pattern, Coach. That's my thing.
Yes. So look at that. And there goes SPY, double top pullback. Textbook, double top pullback SPY. Tesla, I hope you guys all made some fat loots right there. We could see that closing in. It was pinching in right here. See this? This was respecting this trend line. Your 9 and 21 were right on top of each other. Watch for VWAP on Tesla last time it bounced. Do you see this? It did it here. It did it here. And now it's on VWAP. Do you guys all see this?
Yes, Coach.
Yep. Man, that was a nice setup. This is what I'm saying though. If you guys have been doing this for a long time, as soon as you see a chart, you will see what other people can't, right? You will start to see these things. Like I can see these patterns. I can see the way it's set up. I can see where it's going, right? Now, obviously, you can never tell 100% because, I mean, I could walk in here and buy 10,000 shares of Tesla right now and drive this up, right? Single-handedly. So we don't know when a Berkshire or somebody, right, jumps in and decides to like, wee. But we know overall, statistically, what this is trying to do, where it's coming from and why it's doing what it's doing. If SPY bounces on VWAP, right, then it's going to be very bullish because that's your cup and handle. If it cannot bounce on SPY, you know it's lights out. Or I'm sorry, if SPY can't bounce on VWAP, it's lights out. Now look at this. Here's your cup. Here's your handle. It has to bounce here. Everybody see it? If it can't, you're going lights out to 587. And by the way, this is all in that last video that I did on YouTube. This exact setup. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for double tapping that screen over there. I appreciate all the new followers. That's awesome. Thank you for those gifts. Yes, the invite link for Discord is go to americandreamtrading.com and it will say, click here to sign up for the free Discord.
What's the best way for...
And that is was I saying that wrong and nobody corrected me?
Tesla big pull.
Thank you.
That was really cool. That's like a nice run of just some excellent info. All of those videos were awesome.
Oh yeah. I think it may have been most of that run that I posted on X that got me verified. Is the term that they used.
All right, we got I thought I heard somebody trying to come in. All right.
We got somebody else coming up or?
Nope. I thought it was, but it is not. All right, man. Well, this has been a cool watch party. I like that. We got some good stuff in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being down there in the chat and supporting. And we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to end it with Coach's rules as I normally do. Let me go ahead and find that over there. There they are. Okay, here we go. All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. What happened there?
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.